Vale, vale, se me fue el internet. A ver.
I'm excited. This is my first time being here, and I think this is the first time we get to introduce everyone to Kamisato Ayato. So I'm stoked.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you guys and just to be able to do this. Let's get right into it, because we've got a lot of exciting new content to cover today. So how about we get things started with a first look at the trailer for version 2.6, Zephyr of the Violet
Vale,
Garden.
gente, disculpen aquí que se me fue el puerco internet. Si es F eso. Voy a ver si van a dar algo ahí.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
Vale, gente, disculpen aquí por lo sucedido.
Arataki numero uno Ito challenge you to an all.
Bueno, ahora sí.
Fails to fulfill the most crucial elements.
Vale, veamos lo que viene en los avances de la 2.6, chicos. Se me había ido el internet, así que aquí estamos. A ver.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Delighted to make your acquaintance. I am head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayato. Cascade! Mind the deluge. Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling them in.
Confirmadísimo. Sepio Violet Garden.
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
As the heli drills go in, they never emerge again. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order.
Nuevo mapa de la serpiente que habían mostrado.
A whole city that's floating in the air, upside down?
More than one kind of strange power exists here. That it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Huh? What's this?
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
Encumber us no more.
Find a way to stop that thing.
Se ve terriblemente bueno. Bueno, primer código, gente. Primer código sería ABC. AB7 C K B Q U L 5. A ver. AB7 C K B V Q U L 5. Ahí está. Vale, chicos, lo comparto en el chat. Ahorita se me fue el internet, disculpen, y volvemos otra vez. Veamos qué más viene, gente.
Wow, so intense.
That was pretty epic.
The festival was beautiful, and then straight into the chasm, and
I know. Things got dark real fast in that trailer.
It's like everybody was having a lot of fun, and then it's serious time with that music.
And an introduction by Kamisato Ayato.
Yes.
Of course.
Our new character. And as always, speaking of Ayato, let's dive in by taking a look at our new playable character, Kamisato Ayato.
Vale, vamos a presentar el personaje Kamisato Ayato. Veo un poco los movimientos como lentejas. No sé, Rick. Está como pocho.
Most people hunker down against a strong headwind.
Kamisato Ayato.
Only a few know how to utilize it to their advantage.
Ooh, looking pretty sleek.
That voice, though. Crazy sound great.
Powerful yet elegant. Just saying.
Oh, man, his moves look so cool.
The elemental burst, right?
That like flashy thing in there. That's so cool.
Love it.
Sí, los movimientos que acabo de apreciar son como un poco lentejas, la verdad.
Moves. Really, all of his animations feel very elegant to me. And did you guys catch him drinking boba tea
No sé,
too?
esa ropa toda rara. Ese man sí puede pelear con esa puta ropa. Ese tipo no se enredará la espada con esa ropa.
Wait, where did you even get that from?
No me jodas.
Kamisato family secret.
What?
If you're really wondering, in-game Ayato buys his milk tea from a little food stall in Inazuma City.
I gotta find that place.
You know, but it's quirks like that Ayato has that makes people wonder if he's kind of spoiled, even though he's served as the head of the Kamisato clan for some time now. For example, he always gives any defective-looking food he makes to Toma and...
Hey, the Kamisato clan has an image to keep up, okay?
You're right.
Well, I think we can all feel sorry for Toma now. Poor Toma.
Go.
And speaking of which, the first impression many of us ever had of Ayato was actually from Ito's character teaser. He was that mysterious voice at the end of the video.
You know, actually, it turns out that Ito has a pretty good opinion of Ayato. I mean,
va a salir
Ito
en el primer
even calls
panel,
him bro.
gente, con...
You know,
Ahorita
that's
lo presentan.
interesting because I'm curious how those two could possibly get along.
You know, Ito is he's real and a simple and down-to-earth kind of Oni. But all it takes is a few words from Ayato, and Ito's super inspired and ready to take on any challenge.
Ayato does have that effect on people. For those who don't know, he came to the position as the head of the Kamisato clan at a very young age and was able to bring the clan back to its feet while facing some huge difficulties at the time. And while we're on the subject of Ayato, Chris, why don't you give us a closer look at some of his skills?
Sure, leave it to me. Kamisato Ayato wields a sword and is a master of the Kamisato art Tachijutsu, just like his sister. However, what sets him apart is his Hydro Vision. In combat, Ayato can unleash large AoE damage in a short amount of time and is capable of increasing the effects of his team's normal attacks. After using his elemental skill, Kamisato Art Kyoka, Ayato shifts positions to enter the Takimeguri Kanka state and leaves a watery illusion at his original location. The watery illusion can explode, dealing AoE hydro damage. In the Takimeguri Kanka state, Ayato's normal attacks become Shun Suiken, which are like quick watery blades capable of dealing AoE hydro damage. After a Shun Suiken attack hits an opponent, it will grant Ayato the Namisen effect, increasing the damage dealt by Shun Suiken based on Ayato's current max HP. The Takimeguri Kanka state will be cleared when Ayato leaves the field or when he uses his elemental skill again.
So, sounds like we better be careful if we don't want to accidentally cancel his state.
Exactly. Next, he has a passive talent, Kamisato Art Mine wo Matoishi Kiyotaki, which means lucid rapid spiraling the summit. In case you
Mira, ya casi ese mismo movimiento, pero en la definitiva, pero obviamente más rápido. Allá casi ese mismo tajo, pero rapidísimo. Aquí lo hace pues un poco más, y ese es Ganyu, ese es el ataque de Ganyu, La definitiva es el ataque de Ganyu, pero de agua, loco. Ya.
Ooh, sounds pretty.
Gorgeous.
Mira, ese es Ayaka, pero en modo lento.
This will increase the normal attack damage of characters
Se puede
within
decir que
that AoE.
también
After unlocking another passive talent,
Fischl también.
Kamisato Art Michiyuku Hagetsu, if Ayato is not on the field and his energy is low, he will regenerate a set amount of energy at regular
no puedo
intervals.
opinar más nada.
In daily life, Ayato's
así
more
es la
indulgent
gente de
side tends to
Hoyoverse.
come out from time to time. With his passive talent,
Sí, ataque de
Kamisato Art
de
Daily
Ayaka con
Cooking,
Ganyu, loco.
when Ayato cooks a dish perfectly, he has a set
Tan
chance to
creativos
receive an
estamos en
additional
el juego, loco.
suspicious dish of the same type.
Which I'm pretty sure he just turns and sends straight to Toma.
Oh.
Tan creativos estamos
wait.
en este juego.
Guys, I get it now. That's why Toma could eat all the strange
La
stuff during the
creatividad
Hotpot game before.
me
He's had a
desborda,
lot
¿vale?
of practice eating weird things.
Vale, ya, mucho de
no
Ayako,
wonder.
loco. Presenten lo nuevo,
Makes so much
loco.
sense now.
A ver qué mamada nueva viene, ya,
In
ya.
all seriousness, though, I think that the passive talent it's really simple, but it's pretty interesting.
All right, so let's talk about how travelers can get Kamisato Ayato in the new version.
Yep, it's time to dive into the
Viene
coming
20,
event
gente
wishes.
confirmado. Primera
Ayato will be
fase,
available for the
Ayato con
earlier part
20
of version
y segunda
2.6
fase,
via the Azure
Ayaka sola.
Excursion event wish.
Sola.
At the same
Confirmado.
time, Venti will
Filtraciones
also be
dicen la
available
verdad.
via his own event wish
Los
called
verdaderos-
Ballad in Goblets.
Las verdaderas leaks de las
Alright, we're
personas
getting another
confiables
Venti rerun.
ya lo dijeron hace un par de semanas que
And
venía este
that's not
banner.
all. In the later part of version 2.6, Kamisato
Lo
Ayako
triste y
will be
real es
returning
que
for her
siempre
first
se
rerun.
filtra todo y todo es real
yeah.
al final.
As for the new weapon
La
event
espada
wish,
Aran
travelers will see an
Gepaku
all-new Inazuman 5-star sword called
Vale.
Haran Gepaku Futsu. So be sure to keep an eye out for that as well.
Gepaku
In
Futsu.
version 2.6, Kamisato Ayato's very own story quest,
Nueva
Cypress's
historia
Custos chapter,
available
will also be available for travelers to play through.
available
As the
soon.
Sakoku decree has
Yo
been
sé
lifted,
hablar
and
inglés.
Inazuma is welcoming in a new era of progress. The Tenryo and
Me
Kanjo
está dando
conditions
frío,
are
loco.
presented with a
New
rare,
Story
joyous
Quest, available
occasion. But
soon.
beneath the surface of
Ya,
this happy
vale, ya están
time,
hablando mucho de
trouble
Ayaka.
is stirring.
Todo loco.
As head of the Yashiro Commission, Ayato will find himself in an unusual position. Everybody can look forward to exploring all of this amazing new story.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, especially the Traveler and Ayato meeting for the very first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be so exciting.
No, yo lo voy a comparar
If you're
con
looking forward to
Tartaglia.
playing
Si
this
el
new story
tipo
quest,
es
then
mucho
just remember
menor
to
que
save up those
Tartaglia,
story
le meto una
keys.
tremenda
You know I will.
esquipiada.
All right. Now
Merecida.
that we've
New
seen the
arena-
new character
new
coming
area
our
de
way, let's
chance
jump
coming
into
soon.
the all-new area travelers will be able to explore in
Ojo.
version
Nueva
2.6.
área.
In our previous special program, we gave everyone a sneak preview of
Nueva,
the new area
pero-
called the Chasm. Let's
Coming
watch a
soon,
quick trailer to
the
see what
chance.
travelers can expect to encounter during their adventures in this new area.
Let's go.
Vale, nueva área, gente. Coming soon. Próximamente. A ver. Allá tengo un princeso. Todos son un princeso aquí. A ver. Bueno. Pararara. Nuevo bicho. Nuevo monster. Pam, 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 pam. Vale. Ok, muestren lo nuevo pues. Las novedades novedosas del juego.
But I can't wait to glide down the chasm. It looks so fun.
That's the
Just
first
chill.
thing I thought of, yeah.
I love it.
Oh my
It's scary, but just think of all the air you'll get.
I mean, it'll be amazing to explore, for sure.
Yeah, I just don't want to run into that monster though. It's kind of scary.
So cool. As we saw in the trailer, the outside of the chasm is really beautiful, but there are also
La zona está
deep
parecida-
underground levels that exist far below the surface.
That's where all the scary stuff happens.
Aman la música de
While
Lloverse.
exploring the deep underground levels, travelers will need to use a gadget called a Lumenstone Adjuvant to aid them in exploration. This gadget will illuminate the darkness, allowing everyone to explore even the darkest of
Vale.
places.
Oh, okay, so that'll make it a little less scary then.
Travelers will be able to enhance the Lumenstone adjuvant to increase its capabilities. Doing so will also allow travelers to explore more efficiently and will even grant us a variety of rewards,
aquí nos dicen que hay que
including a
recoger
4-star
los
weapon billet and
cristales
an
para
all-new
refinarlos
name card.
y ganar,
In the
ganar
chasm,
premios,
travelers will
nuevos
also discover
artefactos,
a brand new artifact domain called the
artefactos que ya lo
Lost
habían
Valley.
filtrado desde hace
Inside the
rato.
domain, you'll discover a
Me
mysterious
impresiona todas las
environment
filtraciones
as
que se mete
boundless
uno
and
antes
majestic
de
as
ver
the
esta
chasm
vaina, loco.
itself.
O sea, prácticamente vamos a ver lo que todo el mundo ya sabe, loco. Lo único que no sabemos son los eventos. Todo esto lo sabíamos, brother. Es lo que a mí me llena de cólera, de ira, me da una vaina ver esta vaina, brother. Ya. Porque lo único nuevo que vamos a ver son los eventos, que no sabemos cuáles vienen. Pero New Archon coming, por fin, loco, no me jodas. Por fin. Ya. Esos artefactos ya los sabíamos que venían. Pero bueno, así es la vida del Genshin Impact, loco. Vale,
If that isn't enough, the one and only Dainsliff will also be making another appearance during the story.
Oh, it's been a pretty long time since we've seen Dainsliff.
Yeah, totally. And in this storyline, travelers will be meeting up with Dainsliff in the dark depths of the chasm to investigate some ancient ruins together. Throughout the quest, we'll be learning a lot more about Conria as well as the Abyss. It will be a truly unforgettable adventure as we will uncover secrets of the past together.
So you're saying it'll be a bit of a cliffhanger?
Switch, you're dead!
And in addition to the Archon quest and world quests, there are still many mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of the chasm. There will be much more for travelers to experience in the chasm with future version updates, so please look forward to that.
I know I will. But this seems like a pretty good time to pause for a moment and take in everything we've seen about version 2.6 so far.
Yeah, and get some primogems.
Oh, agreed.
Yes.
Sounds good to me. Ready, everyone? Here you go.
Yes.
A ver. ¿Nuevo código o qué? Nuevo código, brother. A ver. T. Vale, gente, ahí están los dos códigos. 3T. Lo comparto yo ahorita. 3T PUKS, 3TT PUKS B8 C5 X9.
Welcome back,
Bueno,
everyone. Next, we'll be introducing a new event for everyone called Hues of the Violet Garden.
Sin Q gratis, uy, la joda, ¿en serio?
Right. So,
Sin
as we
Q
mentioned at the
gratis.
start of the
Eso no me lo
program, there will be
esperaba.
a festival taking place in Inazuma.
Un sin Q
The
gratis,
theme of
gente.
this event goes hand in hand with the festival being organized by the Yashiro Commission and Yaimiko. With the festival focusing on culture and creativity,
Un sin
travelers
Q
will not only have the
gratis.
opportunity to meet guests hailing from other nations, but also finally see some familiar faces
Por fin
again.
lo voy a tener C4.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty interested to see what Yoimi and Klee are up to. That seems like a pretty interesting combo.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited to go around and see everybody.
Yeah.
How's Ito doing? No.
What is he ever doing?
Well, throughout the event, we will be experiencing some interesting stories alongside those characters at the festival. And there may even be some unexpected characters making an appearance.
Nice.
So, travelers will have to wait and see who shows up this time.
As we progress through the storyline, we'll have the opportunity to enjoy a variety of Iridori festival games. There are a total of 4 different kinds of event gameplay, so let's take a closer look.
First, we have the Moon and Stars Inscribe. travelers will meet a bard from
Vale,
Mondstadt in search of inspiration among Inazuma's unique landscapes. During the event, travelers can gain a poetic theme and take pictures based on the hints to submit to the commissioner. The more pictures we supply, the easier it will be for them to compose more lines of poetry.
Tomar capturas de
Travelers can
pantalla,
then choose
gente.
the lines
Nuevo
they
evento,
prefer and help
creo.
complete the composition.
All right, sounds easy enough. I'm sure our travelers can handle this one.
Oh, for sure. Experienced travelers who are familiar with the map and terrain will
Increíble,
definitely be able
marica.
to quickly find the best spots for photos.
Our next event gameplay
Un
will
evento
be a
para ganar
familiar
asiento y
one for
tomando
our audience.
foticos.
It's Theater
Bueno.
Mechanicus. I'm sure many of you have already played this game, and this time around there will be some new twist to the game. Komakata is promoting the latest version of Theater Mechanicus, and in such a large international cultural event, there's been some innovations made to attract the attention of the organizers and visitors.
Sweet.
In the all-new Theater
Vale,
Mechanicus stage
¡No!
of
La
brilliance,
puta que te
each
parió.
stage will have its
A la
own
puta que te
special
parió.
stage features.
Oye, verse.
Travelers
Coma
will need to
mierda.
work these features into their strategy to swiftly
No,
clear
no,
each
no,
challenge.
no, otra
What's
vez.
also different this
Esa
time around
mierda.
is that travelers will need to equip wondrous sticks before entering
Disculpen
each
las palabras.
stage.
Se me
This will be
salió.
a real
Se me
test for our
salió.
ability to make combinations. The game mode has also been streamlined to reduce the amount of time required to play. Upon entering a stage, travelers will find some mechanici that have already been placed. You may choose to modify or dismantle them, or build
No,
more
marica,
mechanici
no, no,
around
no, no.
them to
Bueno.
create optimum combinations that will swiftly handle enemies coming your way.
Cool.
Our third event mode is called Clash of Lone Blades,
Bueno.
which is an all-new challenge centered around sword fighting.
Bueno, eso sí
After
es nuevo.
unlocking this game mode,
Vale,
a new
luchar con
duel against
samurai.
a swordmaster with unique
Vale, vamos a luchar
abilities
con
will unlock each
samurai.
day.
A ver.
During the challenge, players will control the traveler and will be unable to use their elemental skill and elemental burst, but instead can use an all-new parry
Un evento
mechanic.
para luchar con un samurái
Performing a
culero,
parry will
loco.
allow you to take a defensive
O sea,
stance
un
and
evento
reduce
para luchar con un
incoming
samurái
damage.
que debe ser
Travelers
más
may focus and
culerísimo que
master
la
the
palabra,
timing
brother.
to perform a perfect parry, which will give you the upper hand in the challenge.
¿Ah?
Cool.
Sounds pretty challenging.
It's also worth mentioning that our
Todo
final
eso
and strongest
dentro del mismo
opponent for
evento
this challenge
de
happens to be
5Q.
someone who had no choice but to join the competition due to difficult financial circumstances. It turns out they are just an average store owner with their hearts set on winning that prize money. Who would have guessed you'd find such tough opponents from just in town? Travelers should get ready to take on opponents in one-on-one duels.
Oh, and last but not least, we have an Ikebana event called the
no,
Floral
brother,
Courtyard.
sinceramente,
In this event,
no han dicho
travelers
nada.
will
A
need
ver,
to follow
tetera.
florist themes to create a specific floral courtyard.
A courtyard is
Más de la
comprised of
tetera,
different
pero yo
parts,
dije que no
with each
más.
part
Yo
having
dije
different
que no
materials
más.
to choose
Yo
from.
dije que no
After
más
completing a
tetera,
theme,
hijos
travelers
de la
may
madre
actually
que los
use the
trajo el
courtyard they
mundo,
receive
loco.
and place it in the Serenity teapot.
Por favor.
Ikebana is an art form, so when travelers are creating a floral courtyard, they need to incorporate their
Bueno, gente,
own
la verdad a
interpretation of beauty.
mí
So what you're saying is, if your courtyard is looking
esperaba algo
ugly,
mejor,
then you're
loco.
probably doing it
Como
wrong.
siempre, pero es más de lo mismo y de lo mismo. Ya yo creo
I
que
see you.
voy a tomar este
Speaking of
parche como
Ikebana,
que suave songo
Ayaka is
también,
the
loco.
sponsor behind the Ikebana event. You know, Ayaka
Yo
is
soy de
very
los
skilled at
únicos que
Ikebana.
en verdad se
Of course
expresa lo que
he
siente,
is.
loco. Hay gente, en estos momentos tú ves la
You know,
cara de
she
putupao de
invests
esa
in the
gente
promotion of
alegre.
this event
¡Wow,
every
familia!
year, and that's
¡Tremendo
one of her greatest
eventazo!
Yep, that sounds
¡Wow!
like
Se viene
Ayaka.
arena mecánica. ¡Qué bueno,
And
familia!
that's about all we can
No,
share
papá,
about this
yo
event for
muestro
now.
la cara mía enseguida.
After
Yo la arrugo
participating in
enseguida.
all four of these
Yo pongo
special
cara de
event game
triste,
modes and reaching certain criteria,
de
travelers
putero,
will
de
be
lo
able
que
to
sea,
invite
pero
Shincho to
lo
join their
demuestro,
team for
loco. El
free.
sentimiento se
So,
demuestra enseguida en la
don't forget to
práctica.
try out all the events.
No me jodas.
Yeah, maybe you'll find a new
No me
favorite.
jodas.
Yeah, give them a shot.
Tú ves toda esa gente y me imagino la cara
Everyone should be
feliz.
sure to have a
¡Uy, se
good
viene la
look around the
tetera!
festival.
¡Se viene
The streets of
la
Rito
arena
will be specially
mecánica!
decorated
¡Wow,
throughout the Iridori
gente! Por
Festival,
fin otra
so
vez ese
everyone can enjoy the
eventazo.
lively and exciting atmosphere.
Eventazo.
That's right. This is one festival you won't want to miss.
Oh no.
I won't. Version 2.6 will also be featuring an event for travelers who enjoy spending time in the kitchen. The event is called Spices from the West. In this event, a person from Sumeru is visiting to do research on seasonings. She hopes to find someone who can help her conduct her research by making seasonings according to
Nuevo evento
recipes
de-
and taste test dishes using these seasonings.
You know,
Esa tacita
if
te me
there's
hace
food
acordar a alguien,
involved,
loco.
I'm sure Paimon won't be far
A la madame
off.
Ping me hace acordar de esa tacita.
It's me, Paimon, and I'm hungry!
Oh no!
Pobre
New
Paimon.
seasoning recipes will gradually unlock over the course of the event, and all the recipes will be available before
Bueno,
the event
más
ends.
cosas para
When you
cocinar.
begin making the seasonings, the needle on the slider
Más
will
cosas
move
para
back
cocinar.
and forth from edge to edge. Follow the instructions
Bueno,
given on the
eventazos,
recipe
gente.
and
Vamos a
press
hacer
the
lo mismo que
button
hacen los
as the
demás
needle
youtubers.
points to
Eventazos
the
se viene,
corresponding
gente. Vamos a
ingredient to
cocinar
add
ahora.
them to the pot.
Antes éramos unos
And just as a
cantineros,
reminder to
ahora somos
everyone,
unos
there is a
cocineros.
limit to the amount of mistakes you can make while creating a seasoning.
Tenemos que colocar
So be sure to make the best of
lo
each
que nos
chance with
pide
as little mistakes as
exactamente,
possible.
si no perderemos.
Otherwise, you'll have to start over again. Add the
Bueno,
correct number
me
of
toca hacer
ingredients
video de eso,
before you use up
porque no hay
all
de
your
otra.
attempts, and you will succeed.
So,
Vale.
Zach,
Yeah.
what you're saying is
Eventazos,
for
gente.
this
Se vienen
event,
unos eventazos que la van a
pressure
reventar.
cooker is
La versión 2.6 va a ser la mejor del mundo. loco.
I had to, I'm sorry.
Mejor del mundo. Uf,
Good, but it also hurt at the same
me-
time.
That was, you know, that
mejor
was quite
dicho, será el
fire,
mejor
as they
parche
say.
de todo el siglo.
Oh, please
no.
help me.
But seriously, like, gosh, this looks like we'll need little hand-eye coordination for this one.
La mejor del mundo, gente. Se los digo desde ya.
Heat is on.
Versión
Oh no. What did I
Ayaca sola,
start?
brother.
Okay, guys.
Ayaca solita sale.
By
Sale
adding seasonings, you created two
Ayato más
delicious
20,
dishes.
Ayato y
You can
20,
obtain fragrant
Ayaca
dishes.
sola.
Travelers may invite characters to taste test the fragrant dishes in their Serenity Pod
Más
to
de la
increase
tetera,
their
brother.
companionship XP. Just keep in mind that the character's personal preferences also vary.
Okay.
Bueno,
That's
tenemos
right.
misiones
It'll
dentro de la
be the
tetera
perfect
para darle
opportunity to test how
comida
well travelers
a los
really know
hambrientos que
their
están allí
characters.
colocados en el mapa.
Do a little studying.
Totally. In version 2.6,
Vale, Vibro
we will
Crystal
be
Research.
receiving a new challenge event called Vibro Crystal
Otro
Research.
evento.
We find a researcher from Fontaine on the outskirts of the chasm studying the harmonic motion transmitted between gems
sé
known
ustedes,
as
pero-
vibro crystals. If we connect transmitter and receiver
No sé
crystals
ustedes, gente,
and attempt to
pero
produce various effects,
el
then we
parche
can
2.6
defeat the
está
enemies
genial.
and obtain great rewards.
In case that's a little confusing, why don't you explain what the transmitter and receiver crystals are first and what kind of effects the reactions can make?
Oh, right. Sure thing. So, after the
Vale.
player configures their own vibro crystal setup,
lo menos un
they
evento
will
de
obtain
lucha, por
different
fin, loco.
combat buffs.
Okay.
Transmitter crystals
ver.
govern the triggers for the buff
Un evento de
effects.
lucha, espero que sea de
Receiver
lucha.
crystals will trigger the buffs
Sí,
once the
por fin,
conditions are
brother.
met.
Oh.
This all sounds very scientific.
Por fin un evento de lucha, ¿ver? Sí, sí, un evento de lucha, por
Did you
fin,
pull
loco,
that
no
out of your
jodas.
sleeve
He
again?
still has boba?
I always have boba.
Why aren't you
Creo que por
sharing?
fin viene un evento de lucha en
Because
ese
this is my
parche, loco,
boba.
el único.
You can still share.
Ah, el de Samurai, pero no lo considero de lucha.
Oh,
Viene uno de
please, with your
Samurai ahí, pero
sister.
no lo considero tan lucha, pero este sí es de lucha real.
Let's get back to it.
Okay.
So, each challenge is split into two battles, which will require travelers to
Vale, tenemos que
compose two
preparar dos
teams for the
equipos, primera
challenge,
parte y
as
segunda
well
parte.
as different
A ver.
vibro crystal setups.
Pero con puros
Of course, the
eluchurcitos,
game will
me
also
jodan, loco.
provide some trial characters to help everyone complete
Una
the
batalla
challenge.
épica con puro
Defeating
eluchurcito, loco.
enemies will award points, and travelers will be given an insignia based on their score.
Bueno.
It's gonna be awesome, so
Eh,
be sure to give it a shot.
Yeah, sounds great.
Evento hecho para 20, seguramente.
In the
Evento
new
hecho para
version,
20.
travelers will be receiving a commission from an Inazuman artist. She'll ask us to use the camera to take pictures of scenery in different nations as inspiration for her illustrations.
Seems like the traveler has literally gained the trust of people everywhere.
That just means they're gonna be busy for a very, very long time.
Bro, faltan
In the photo notes,
2 horas
we'll
y
be able
media,
to see
bro.
comments from the artist and understand her requirements
2 horas
to
y media el
complete
club
the
del
photo.
combate, me dices.
Capturing landscapes for inspiration.
Falta hora y
Sounds
media.
pretty elegant.
And you would know about being elegant.
Yeah,
Hora y media.
This event will definitely be on the more relaxing side of things. What could be better than exploring and earning primogems?
Oh, yeah. And travelers will definitely find a ton of great photo spots to remember in the process.
And finally, in addition to all the events we've already mentioned,
Listo, se
Leyline
acabó.
Overflow will be returning once again for version 2.6.
Nice.
Travelers can watch for future announcements for more details. You definitely don't
Ya,
want
eso
to
es
miss
todo.
the chance to get some more Mora and character EXP materials.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Vale, ahorita les voy a mostrar cómo va el evento este nuevo de... No se vayan, para mostrar el evento, creo que lo han modificado, el evento de del Club del Combate, creo que lo han modificado. No sé, vamos a verlo ahorita de todas maneras. Ya salió en Asia, anoche me dio flojera hacerlo. Los parches van un poco flojos por la salida de Somero, quién sabe cuánto habrá de esperar mínimo.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, also, there will be multiple improvements coming to the tutorials archive system, making it easier for travelers to reference.
Oh, cool.
Ayato con 20 y Ayaka sola.
Ayato
con 20 y Ayaka sola, bro.
Make it easier to access the tutorials archive. Plus, players will be able to quickly locate the tutorials they viewed recently, and the system will even remember where in the tutorial you last left off. Finally, in the Living Beings archive, the tutorial button will be adjusted to a more obvious location.
That all sounds pretty handy. Yeah, good stuff. And last but certainly not least, during version 2.6, Genshin Impact will be releasing the second OST album for the Inazuma region, Islands of the Lost and Forgotten.
Yes.
Vale,
The album will be comprised of a total of 3 discs featuring music from Seirai Island, Watatsumi Island, Tsurumi Island, and Enkanomiya, as well as some epic combat music.
Oh, can't wait. I hope everyone will enjoy listening to that gorgeous music.
I know I will.
Bueno, tercer código. Ah, no, musiquita de fondo, loco. Vale. No les voy a mentir. No les voy a mentir, pero viene más de lo mismo, gente. Viene más de lo mismo. Eventos pochos, eventos regulares y listo. Nueva área, creo. Nada más y listo, loco, eso es todo. Novedades, ninguna. Todo sigue siendo absolutamente igual, loco. Ya. Entonces, siempre me queda la sensación de que quiero que mejoren esta vaina y no quieren mejorarla, loco. Siempre me quedo con esa sensación de que ellos pueden, pero no quieren mejorar el videojuego en cuanto a mejores cosas, brother. O sea, contenido. Listo, un poquito, que metan un contenido cada cierto tiempo, por lo menos. Vale, tercer código UT7, C2, TD, 8C, 5ZD, 5ZD. Vale, ahí están los 3 códigos completicos, se los voy a pasar de enseguida. Y ahorita hago un video, apenas termine esto, necesito irme de Juan, loco. Están los 3 códigos, people. Entonces, la sensación es de que, hombre, brother, metan algo, o sea, algo significativo que vaya mejorando lo que ya tenemos ya, porque tenemos un buen juego. El juego, siempre lo digo, el juego es un juegazo, tiene potencial, pero, o sea, síganlo puliendo, amigos, síganlo puliendo un poquito, brother. Ya un poquito, cada parche un poquito, brother. Es que no hacen ni siquiera un poquito, no hacen nada.
Well, guys, I hate to say it, but
yeah,
I'm out of boba. Oh, and
ahorita hago un videito para los que no están por el directo y listo, gente. Con los 3 códigos. Vale, yo ahorita mismo me estoy despidiendo, apenas acabe porque tengo que llevar a mi hijo al colegio. Tengo que bañarlo, llevarlo al colegio y tengo para eso 25 minutos me quedan para llevarlo. Así que yo creo que esto se acabó. Bueno, gente, desde ya le digo muchísimas gracias. Y pues nada, brother, nada. Esperemos que próximamente, no sé qué decir, bro, sinceramente.
I'm really excited to explore the spooky chasm.
No sé, queda esa sensación, siempre me queda esa sensación de que por qué son así un poco como que...
I finally get to meet my brother, which is super exciting for me.
Tengo un buen juego, pero me da lo mismo. A ver, tengo la sensación de que el juego siempre va a ser lo mismo, brother. Por más zona nueva que metan, se lo juro. Me está partiendo esa sensación de que el juego va a seguir así por mucho tiempo como está, brother. Sí, Norman, exacto, ni modo. Pero, o sea...
You guys rocked this special program. It's been so much fun doing this with you.
Thanks,
buddy.
It was super fun.
Yeah. So the new version will be landing on March 30th. Be sure to mark your calendars and be ready to play.
And we hope everyone will enjoy all that 2.6 has to offer.
I look forward to seeing everyone enjoy the festival in Inazuma.
Yeah. And just a reminder, travelers can keep an eye out for future official announcements for more information on the coming version. All right, well, that's it for us today. Thanks, everybody, and see you in game.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bueno, se acabó el directo, a ver. ¿Ya se acabó? Sí, se acabó. Bueno, gente, yo me despido. Muchísimas gracias y hasta la próxima, chicos. Chao, chao.